What's up, guys? It's Bobble. You just saw my live. Here's the first episode of Behind the Lyrics. We're gonna do the Souldiers That Remain today, which is the intro off the new Gutter Souls album. Now, the intro's very long to this song. But what this series is gonna be, I'm gonna try to do at least one a week, maybe two a week. Who knows? We're gonna see. We're gonna play this out. Remember, depend on how much you guys drop comments throughout the video on YouTube, the views, how much you guys are sharing it, depends if I keep this up or not. So, hopefully this can be a cool experience. I'm going to try to one-take this. I am going to one-take this, and hopefully it'll let me upload this long video into the program. I don't know, but we're going to find out. I'm going to be very mad if I got to do this over. But, so you hear the intro. I'm going to explain the intro once it's done. But hopefully you guys will now understand the lyrics more, the message behind it, instead of just listening and being like, oh, this sounds cool. Who knows? Welcome to Bobble's mind. Can you handle the fucking pressure? That's the question. So, let's stop it there. Okay, so that's the intro pretty much. There's a couple seconds left, which we're gonna hear the whole song. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over parts. When there's lyrics, I'm gonna break them down, tell you what the lyrics are, and tell you what they mean. So the reason I'm stopping it at the intro, right, is this. So this intro to the album was very important to me. If you've listened to the other Gutter Souls albums, we've always done an intro song. For example, the first one we ever did was Pedal to the Metal. The second one was Thank You for Getting Us Here. So now with the situation I'm currently in, it was my goal, now that I don't have to run stuff by anyone else, it was my goal to do the best one, in my opinion, we've ever done by far. It took me weeks to go back and forth with the producer, Rusty Notes Productions in Sweden, to get this intro down how I wanted it. The way it works is I describe what I want. He would send me something. I'm like, okay, add this, add this, add this. And finally, we got it how I want. Now, if you've seen me live since this album's come out, you know I come out to this song now. I fucking love the intro, especially hear it live when that bass starts vibrating. And you can, feel it in your chest. Something's heavy's coming. So the whole intro, just so you know, I know most of you don't know this and don't get this in depth. The whole intro is 1 minute and 40 seconds long. It was intentional how, if you really go back and listen to how emotionally the instruments build. Right? Because I'm about to get into some heavy-ass lyrics. But, so let's continue. I'm going to play the hook. Right? I'm going to let you listen to it. I'm going to break down all the lyrics and tell you what the hook means. So let's go. Let's continue. Now it's going to cut, when I come back into the verse, it's going to cut a half a word out, but it's okay. Okay, so I just played it for you. I hope you guys can hear this well. Okay, but it says, the lyrics are, and I know I do music with the accent, because I talk with the accent, but the lyrics are, another soldier falls, but they can't keep us down. How many have to go before they help us off the ground? I refuse to be silent because we are the soldiers that remain. The soldiers that remain. Now, some of you might hear this and just say, okay, it's just regular lyrics. It's not, though. So, this is what I mean. My lyrics are never, the message is not always heard, and it aggravates me. So, I'm going to tell you the message. So, you know us at Raw and Gutter Souls, we stand for recovery. That's the message behind everything. Not all songs, but most. So, the lyrics, again, break it down. Another soldier falls, but they can't. Wait, I forgot my own lyrics. Another soldier falls, but they can't keep us down. Alright. I'm gonna have a bunch of fuck ups in this, oh well. So the lyrics there are saying, as addicts, we're constantly ODing and it's shitting. But no matter what, there's people like me and tons of others that keep thriving and overcoming this disease of addiction. So, unfortunately, people dying to addiction is just what it is. I'm not sure you're going to ever stop it. You probably won't. But the more people that are like me and overcome it and change their lives, is a better possibility of us thriving, right? Also, society likes to, I wrote it, I call all our fans gutter soldiers for a reason, because we came from the gutter, and now the ones who made it out, like myself and others, I consider us soldiers, because you've been to hell and back, you've been through addiction. So, a lot of society likes to just say, oh, fucking another stupid junkie just died. So relate that to the lyrics, right? And then it's saying how many have to go before you help us off the ground. So, for example, again, society, the government. So what I'm saying is, like, you know, a lot of the government, again, the society likes to say, you're a stupid junkie, you chose this, which obviously they don't understand the disease of addiction or the brain disease that it is, but whatever. We can argue about that all day. The point is how many of us have to fucking fall before you motherfuckers help us? Before the whole government as a whole is like, okay, we need to help addicts, right? Now, the next lyrics are, refuse to be silent because we are the soldiers that remain. So I have a voice doing this music. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you think I suck. I don't care if you're on the other side of the fence with what's going on right now. The point is, I have a voice. I have a platform. I'm going to fucking use it for good. Period. So I've always been outspoken. I don't care if you hate it or not. It's just me. And then, because we are the soldiers that remain. That's what we are, man. We're soldiers that fucking remain. And we're lucky enough to be here today, unlike tons and thousands of addicts. So, moving on to the first verse. Survival of the fittest in the jungle of the mist, swinging my fist. I need another hit. My mentality in the struggle we have to exist. Lost, numbing in the abyss. Ready? Deals with the devil, can't you hear them in these lyrics? Want to give up, but I can never quit. From the gutter to the jet, from the fiery pit, from walking like the dead, now my name's Rick, Alright, so the first verse. So it's survival of the fittest in the jungle of the mist. Swinging my fist, I need another hit. Right? Now, if I fuck up some of my own lyrics, I'm sorry, I don't have my lyrics in front of me. It's still a new album to me. Usually once I write an album, I don't go over the lyrics again. I just perform them live. It's ingrained in my head. But, so again, survival of the fittest in the jungle of the mist. Swinging my fist, I need another hit. So what that is to me and what that meant, I mean, I think this is pretty plain and simple, but maybe it's not. Actually, I know it's not, because a lot of people don't get it. Is coming from addiction, you know, it's the survival of the fittest. Life in general is survival of the fittest. And anyone who doesn't look at life like that, you need to wake the fuck up. Because most people don't give a fuck about you, in all reality, even though you think they do. They don't. So it's a jungle. Survival of the fittest in the jungle of the mist. Swinging my fist, I need another hit. You know, and that's also saying when I was out there, survival of the fittest, swinging my fist. I mean, it's just, I guess you would say a metaphor, this doing whatever the fuck it takes to get another hit, right? Then the next lyrics are, my mentality we have, my mentality we have in life to exist, lost, numbing in the abyss. So saying when I'm in addiction, that's my mentality, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it takes to get my next hit. And people don't understand that who have never been an addict. They're like, why can't you just quit? Just give it up. It's not that simple, people. It's really not. It's just the mentality we have to exist. We just want to numb all our feelings and all that. You know what I mean? That's what that means. Now, one of my favorite parts of it is the next part, which is, and if you see me perform this live, you notice one of my favorite parts by the way I move on stage when I hit this part, but it's deals with the devil, can't you hear them in these lyrics? Want to give up, but I can never quit, right? So what I'm saying there is, if you notice, my flow got better on this album. I also relate deals with the devil, addiction. I'm a survivor. I just, if you're religious and get mad at this, I don't care. But I feel a lot of us that survive addiction, we made deals with the devil, and we made it out. Also, when you do this music shit, man, I don't care what no one says, we do. We make deals with the devil. Whether you want to call it a record label, another artist, promoters, we make deals with the devil. It's part of the sacrifice that we do to be able to do this industry shit. And you might not get it. I'm not getting. That's a whole fucking. We can talk 2 hours about. Actually, we can talk 2 days about that. But, yeah, it's just saying, like, also on this album, it's like a punchline. Like, can't you hear my flow got better? Like, who did I make a deal with? You know what I mean? And no matter what's been said online, this whole album was written by me. So fuck off. I have proof of it all. Might have had some help on my flow getting better. But which devil did I make a deal with to make that happen? What deals were made? You know what I mean? That's just all it's saying. Welcome to politics and music. And it's saying I want to give up, but I can never quit. Especially with all the shit going on. Trust me, there's been tons of days I'm like, fuck this, I give up, I'm done. I'm going to work a 9 to 5. Just because I don't want to deal with the bullshit, but I'm too stubborn. I can never quit. That means the other side won. And just for that reason alone, I will not quit. Ever. Moving on. Oh. I had to go back a little bit. Sorry. So we already went over this part. From the gutter to the jet, from the fiery pit, from walking like the dead, now my name's Rick, bitch. That's one of my favorite parts of this whole song. I'm not a punchline guy at all, so when I do punchlines, I get excited. But then the thing is, I'm such a dork when I do punchlines. People are just like, ugh, that's so corny. And to me, they're fucking hysterical. I'm a dork. Anyway, it says, from the gutter to legit, from the fiery pit, from walking like the dead, now my name's Rick, bitch. So from the gutter, I came from the gutter and addiction. Half my life I grew up in the gutter, whatever. But now I'm legit. Now I'm making music for a living for a long time. And my money's legit. I'm not doing anything illegal, which is a good feeling for me. If you knew my past, it's a very good feeling. From the fiery pit. Again, it's just relating to addiction. If you've been there, you know it's a fiery pit, man. And then my favorite part in this is I went from walking like the dead. Now my name's Rick, bitch. Now that's the simplest punchline. If you don't fucking get it, I don't know what to tell you. But I know some of you don't get it. So like the show Walking Dead, like when you're on drugs and heroin, you're not off like a zombie. So I went from walking like the dead, and I used to be all skinny and gray and ugh, to now my name's Rick, bitch. And it goes, bitch. Like Rick Grimes from Walking Dead. Get it? Get it? Get it? It's fucking great. It's corny as shit, but I fucking love that line. Do you know when I wrote this line legit in my house, sitting right here, I wrote that line. I got so excited I wrote what I thought was a dope punchline. And I don't care if you like it or not, I like it. I ran circles around my house. I was like, I did a punchline. Because I don't do punchlines. I just get straight to the point when I rap. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's play it through the hook again. I'm not explaining the hook again. I already explained it. And we're already at 14 minutes, and I'm in the first verse only. Second verse. Doesn't matter how many times you fall, as long as you get up. A cross around your neck doesn't mean you're blessed up. This one I gotta go over. This was a little jab at someone. Not specifically someone, a lot of people. So it says, it doesn't matter how many times you fall, as long as you get up. Which is how I live. My life, I've fallen like 100 fucking times on my face. I lost everything. It's a common thing in my life. But as long as you get up and keep fighting, that's all that matters. I live by that. If you know me personally, I live by that. Now, the jab. Just because you wear a cross around your neck doesn't mean you're blessed up. Meaning, so if you wear a cross necklace or a necklace with a cross charm and all these religious people or people I used to be affiliated with. I ain't dropping a name, but just think about people you see constantly talking about God. If you believe in God, cool. I got nothing against you. If you know me, you know I don't. But I have nothing against you. I respect your beliefs, whatever. But it's also a hit at there's a lot of religious people that wear crosses or people I used to be affiliated with that constantly say God stuff that really don't live by what they're preaching. And I know this from behind the scenes. So it's mean to stop fronting people. Like, even there's diehard religious people that, will be, religion will fix addiction. And it's like, no, it does not work. Like, it's proven that does not work. Or at least not by itself. It can contribute. But stop. A big red flag for me. Anyone who preaches religion, God this, usually doesn't live that way. They're full of shit. And just because you wear a cross and you pretend to be godly doesn't mean you are. Is my point to that. If you want to figure out the jab, just think. It's a pretty good jab, actually. I wish some people would wake the fuck up to reality of people, but anyway, it's a good line.
Many survive, but many also die. An epidemic places country as these families cry.
Many survive, but many also die. An epidemic plagues its country as these families cry. So many survive like me, and many of us die. It's part of it. When you actually go into the rooms, which is where you're supposed to recover, not online and follow these fucking advocates. When you go into meetings and do step work, a thing they say in the rooms is, and it's fucked up, but it's very true. I'm a person that's very harsh with life. That's just how I've always been treated, and so that's how I carry myself. But when you first come in the rooms, a lot of people will tell you, if you want to stay clean and sober, you better get prepared to walk over the bodies. And when you first hear that, you're like, yo, that's fucked up. Nah. They ain't staying around for a long time, and that's true. I'm about 360-something or 70-something people in 4 years I lost. So, yeah. And then it's pretty simple what the other line means. Like, an epidemic plagues this country as these families cry. It's true, man. It's an epidemic, man. So many people are more affected by it, and that's why I get pissed when people start to make fun of it or say it's not a disease, because, yeah, you say that until it happens to your family member, and then, but I'll switch. How about show compassion before it happens? Because we're losing a whole generation, and it's not funny. Moving on.
Mourning the lost ones, lost daughters, lost sons. Your kid's gonna be the next one.
Start to listen from here deeply next time you listen to a song. So it says, sorry, mourning their lost ones, lost daughters, lost sons. Right? Wait, did I get to the next part?
Stand up.
Yeah. Sorry. Let me go over this again. Let me make sure I know where I'm at.
Many survive, but many also die. An epidemic plagues
Sorry.
the country as these
So,
families cry.
mourning their lost ones, lost daughters, lost sons. Your kid gonna be the next one. Start listening to the song, especially in the breakdown, that part. So a lot of people, is this what I just said, right? It's an epidemic. All these people out here mourning the deaths of their sons and daughters. I can't imagine as a father or parent losing one of my kids. I don't know what I would do. And condolences if you've been through that. Right? The point of that bar and the message in the song, which is really starting to come out now, is it's an epidemic, man. Stop not showing compassion, as I just said. Because it's all funny, and you say it's not a disease and all this shit, until it's one of your kids. Politicians are the same way. Show compassion for people. People are scared of what they don't know. So if you don't fucking understand something, just ask. You know what I mean? And that's what I said. Your kid gonna be the next one. Because you never know. Everyone will be talking that shit, and then it's your kid or your sibling or your parent or your grandma or your kid's friend. It hits a lot of people that don't expect it. Moving on.
Stand up, soldiers remain, I'm living proof. You can help us fight or let us die, it's up to you.
Stand up, soldiers remain, I'm living proof. You can help us fight or let us die, it's up to you. So that's another shot at government, society, people that make fun of addicts, and the people that are silent, that are clean, that are ashamed because of what people will think. Fuck that. Stand up. Soldiers remain. I'm living proof. That's why I'm so vocal about this shit. Someone needs to do it. And there's a lot of people that do it now. By the way, that's because we started raw. I started this. So a lot of people now, like all these musicians you listen to, they do it because I stood up first. And I said, it's okay to talk about this stuff. Check your facts and research. That's what you people don't know. But, it's true, man. Society, man. You can help us fight, and we can figure this out together, or you can let us die. It's up to you. It's your conscience, man.
Another soldier falls, but they can't keep us down. How many have to go before they help us off the ground? Refuse to be silent because we are
Ready?
the soldiers that remain.
Pay attention to this part.
Another soldier falls, but
Oh,
they can't
sorry,
keep
after.
us down. How many have to go before they help us off the ground? Refuse to be silent because
Pay attention to the breakdown next time you listen to it, and I'll explain it. Now, I told you in the last verse towards the end to start paying attention to the song, right? So, yeah, this burped on this oboe. So the lyrics are, help us take a stand before your child is the next one. Try to understand your child could be the next one, right? Simple, this repeats the whole breakdown, right? Now, here's the thing. Again, I'm going back to the same topic, just attacking it different. If you listen to the breakdown, every time I think I say it twice, it gets deeper, like it starts whispering than a regular voice. So I get from a whisper to more angry every time. So when I wrote this, I was envisioning one of these fucks that say the shit online in front of me. Like I was just screaming in their face and getting angrier and angrier the more I was trying to imprint it into their head. See, there's a lot of cool stuff from music you guys might not realize, but it was intentional if you really listen to it. That's why the screams start coming in after, I think it's the third time. Screams start coming in, right? If I was fucking screaming, wake the fuck up, you jackass. Your kids are not exempt to this, no matter how good you raise them. This is a fucking brain disease, and you never know. And I wish society would realize that. And it was intentionally, go back and listen to it now. And you'll hear the build up the whole time. And the more anger, the more oomph behind it as it goes. Right? And then the rest of the song, I'm not going to even play the rest because now it's just a hook twice again. So, that is behind the lyrics. The new album's out on all digital platforms. It's called Gutter Souls, The Souldiers That Remain. Go check it out on free streaming services. Or, if you love me, you can go buy it on digital platforms. And I would love you. Because that's where us artists make money. Streams don't really pay so much. But I do appreciate it if that's all you can afford. I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the breakdown. And I hope you understand the lyrics more. Which ones are punchlines, which ones were build-ups were done intentionally. And maybe now you start looking at songs a little different. And how artists write. Now I'm a little different as an artist. I'm very unique. A lot of people don't like the way I write, and I don't know. I just say what I mean. I'm not a punchline guy. I just like to get to the point and have a lot of hidden message. If you go look back and listen to all my albums, solo or Gutter Souls, there's a lot of hidden messages in it. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it for you. See, as I told you guys on a live, look, we're at 25 minutes. Just to break down a 4-minute and 26-second song. But I hope you guys get a better understanding. I hope maybe this makes you look at my music a little differently and start listening. I know not all of you do, which is okay. A lot of people are like that. But I always have a hidden message. You just gotta really internalize what I'm saying and think about it. Part of what I do too in music, the way I write, is I write it in hopes you hear it and maybe you're one of these people that think like this. Maybe, like you hear that breakdown, it starts getting angrier, like someone is screaming in your face, and you go, oh shit, he's right. I'm not always right, but I'm just saying, at least you think about the other side. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully this uploads to the program so I do not have to do this again. And let me know which song you want next. And I better see you guys sharing this and dropping comments all throughout the video. Because I love you guys. Bye.